What's going on, guys? Blazzintech here. Today we're going to be talking about my iPhone 8 Plus right here. Now, I've had this guy for 3 months and I thought it would be a good time to kind of get my thoughts about the phone and kind of talk about my experiences with this, the iPhone 8 Plus. So let's get right into it. So my iPhone 8 Plus has been my daily driver for about 3 months, ever since I came here to beautiful UC Davis. Let's talk a little bit about the specs. Super thin, super light. It's a little bit heftier than my dad's iPhone 6s Plus, but that's to be expected with all the hardware this guy's rocking. So this guy's powered by the Apple A11 hexa-core chip. It's got 3 gigabytes of RAM. It's got a 5.5-inch display, and this iPhone is truly the big iPhone experience. Although the iPhone X touts about 5.8 inches of display, it doesn't feel quite like this in the hand, and when you're watching videos or you're taking photos, you can just tell right off the bat that the iPhone 8 Plus is still the true big iPhone. This is the Plus model. So this phone is rocking the newest Touch ID right here, and let me show you. Usually by the time I pull this guy out of my pocket and tap on it, it is right there and it's open. Nice and responsive, just the way it should be. The display is 1080 by 1920 and it is super crisp. This is a true 1080p display and a little more, if I do say so myself. Me personally, I'm coming from the iPhone 6 and the iPhone SE, so I went from scaled up 720 to 720 to now a full 1080 display, and this is awesome. On the iPhone 6s and 6s Plus, I was not a fan of 3D Touch, but since this phone is a little heavier and a little thicker, 3D Touch feels absolutely amazing, and it's something that I'm trying to incorporate into my daily routine. This phone also features the True Tone display, which is absolutely amazing. Don't get this mistaken with just auto brightness, because this can adjust to the different lighting in various rooms, and I find that I don't even really use night shift anymore because the True Tone display does an excellent job of, finding the correct brightness and the correct color for my screen. The iPhone 8 Plus also has the upgraded stereo speakers, and these are even better than the iPhone 7 had. These are much louder, and I find that, I'm rocking out on this, and sometimes I don't even need a Bluetooth speaker. But for, just regular viewing and a semi-quiet environment, YouTube, movies, videos, anything like that, it does a fantastic job. Also, I love to talk on the phone using speakerphone, and I love to FaceTime, and the speakers on here are absolutely amazing. I've never once complained about the quality, nor how loud or how quiet these speakers are. They're good, very good. Probably my favorite thing about this iPhone is that it goes back to glass-on-glass display. That's something that I was missing from my iPhone 4S, and it's absolutely beautiful, it's nice and durable, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. It does smudge up really easily if you don't have a case on it. I usually have a case on it, but I took it off for this video. The back does smudge up. You are going to need to carry a microfiber, but if it doesn't bother you, you can go ahead and just rock it out like this, and it feels really great. I've used it without a case for probably total about a week, and there are not any signs of any scratches on here. You just get a nice microfiber, clean it up, and all the fingerprints will be gone. For the front, I do have a tempered glass. That's just me personally. My hands are a little oilier than others because I'm forced to use lotion every day, so this is something to where I can just clean off my tempered glass and my screen isn't going to get all oily. This iPhone comes with a 2,691 milliamp hour battery, and because this screen isn't OLED, it's still an IPS LCD display. The battery life will last you all day, but it's not going to give you something amazing. I'd say if you use it heavily, you'll still have, by the time you go to sleep, about 20% or so. Me, I use my phone moderately, and by the time I come back from all my classes and I'm finished, I usually have about, 50 to 60%. Also, I do not cook my battery and charge it overnight, so that's something that would really vary depending on, how much you use it, but I can guarantee you that the iPhone 8 Plus will last you all day long. This iPhone 8 Plus is rocking the dual camera setup. One camera is f1.8 at 28 millimeters with optical image stabilization, and that's a 12 megapixel shooter. The second is an f2.8 57 millimeter kind of better portrait lens, but it does not feature optical image stabilization. These guys have the quad LED dual tone flash, and the flash is very good on this camera. I've used it in some low light situations, and it's great. These cameras do shoot at 4K 60 frames per second. It's absolutely silky smooth. I haven't had much time to play with it, but I will definitely get that out for you guys soon. And the cameras on this phone are exceptionally good. They come in great. Some shots are a little saturated for my taste, and some of the colors are a little just too warm for me, too bright. There's just a little too much for me. I usually shoot it without HDR, and I go for something more natural, but this camera is absolutely sensational, and I'd recommend it for anybody. The portrait mode on the iPhone 8 Plus is definitely for that only, portraits, whereas if you wanted to get something with a lot of bokeh, you'd have to definitely use that second camera and play with it a little bit. The portrait mode gives you the best bokeh because you can't really go in here and use the manual focus like a lot of us would like to, but the portrait mode gives you the best bokeh, but it's not something to where I can say that you can use it, you know, to photograph flowers or leaves or something like that. You're definitely going to be limited to portraits, and portraits are not something that I shoot on my iPhone. That's something that I primarily shoot on my A6000. The front-facing camera is a 7-megapixel shooter at f2.2, which is about 32 millimeters. It'll shoot 1080p at 30 frames per second and super slow-mo at 240 frames per second, but that's only going to be 720p. It's got HDR, a lot of phase detection points, and it's a great front-facing camera. Most of my selfies are much improved compared to the potato on the iPhone SE. So this iPhone is thinner, it's faster, it's got a better camera, it's got a better chip. It's the Plus model. This is the best iPhone, right? No. This year we've got the X. And if you've been following the X has a $1,000 price tag. When compared to this, the X has an OLED display and a portrait selfie shooter. Now, in my opinion, the object of a selfie is to have everything in the background in focus with you. So that kind of defeats the purpose. If you want a good portrait, just hand somebody your iPhone, have them take a good portrait of you. It'll honestly be better. It's better than going like this. You're going to have this. It's going to be nice and level, just like I'm talking to you right now. This is the best iPhone in my opinion. It's expensive, yes, but you do get the best of everything, truly. This battery will last you all day. The display is beautiful. It's not OLED, but it's going to get the job done. It's a true, you know, Retina display. I think the iPhone X is a little sharper, but this display is sharp. It's got the best camera. They've got the same camera. It's got the same chip. It's going to be as fast. And this is the true iPhone Plus experience. This is the big display experience. Save your money, even if it's only 200 bucks. Go for this. You're going to get the best display. Not the best display, you're going to get the biggest display, and honestly, that's what counts in the end. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Blazzintech, and we'll catch you on the next one. Hey guys, I just want to say thanks for all the support. I've been getting an influx of new subscribers, and I'm honestly really excited. Thanks, guys. I just posted my 100th video a couple of videos ago. I think it was just one video ago before this one, and honestly, I would have never thought I would have made it to this point. I turned YouTube on just to have some fun, and honestly, even though I only have, what I want to say, like 330 subscribers, I just really want to thank you guys for continuing to support my channel, and I want to thank all my loyal subscribers for staying with me, and hopefully I'm going to keep pushing out some new content when I have some stuff and I have some time, and I just really have a lot of fun turning on the camera and giving you guys my opinions, so thank you for listening. Stay tuned for this. I'm going to be playing around with this. This has been my new toy. This has been my note-taking machine here at beautiful UC Davis, and I'm going to talk to you guys about it for sure, but I just want to get to know this iPad Pro 10.5 with the Apple Pencil. But thanks for watching, guys. Thank you guys for supporting Blazzintech this far, and hopefully we're going to keep growing, and we're going to keep increasing the number of videos I get out there, and just have a great time. As usual, thanks for watching, guys. Blazzintech. We'll catch you on the next one.